Well, it is the TikTok trend sparking a heated debate about marital trust. Now, it all started when women started posting videos of their best friends getting along well with their husband with the caption, "I feel sorry for the girls who can't trust their best friend with their husband."
However, some ladies see these intimate interactions as red flags. In a recent study, over 50% of people who have admitted to cheating say they did it with someone they already knew well. So, what are the signs that lines are being crossed?
Well, here to break it all down is relationship expert and counsellor Laura Press. Hello,
Hey,
Laura.
Laura.
Nice to see you again.
Hi.
Can you explain this social media trend? Why are people, or what are people trying to prove about their relationship?
I think they're trying to prove that they just have so much trust, that they're relaxed. You can be friends with whoever you want. Our relationship is so rock solid that it doesn't matter how much you interact or maybe even have a little bit of, physical contact. It's okay because I trust you so much.
We love a red flag on this show. What are the signs it might not be so innocent and that your partner and bestie could be more than just best friends, quote unquote?
Texting all the time, talking. Often the biggest red flag is hiding the phone, being really cagey around their phones, really honestly being flirtatious, overly affectionate, and sharing personal information. So, saying things maybe your partner doesn't even know about yourself or the relationship.
Right.
But you're sharing them with your best friend's partner. Right. What role does jealousy and your own insecurities play?
It can play a big role. So sometimes we can, maybe even almost imagine something is there when it's not. We can bring past hurts, past insecurities, past worries forward and project it onto this relationship, and it might just be something innocent. But at the same time, it's important to step back, look at the facts and what you actually see in front of you to make sure that that's actually what's happening and, you're not just projecting.
If you are looking at those facts and you're going, oh, this is all a bit sus, if you do have concerns, what's the best way to raise them with your partner and your best friend? Is this a group gathering? Is it one at a time? What do you do?
Definitely no group gathering. It definitely would be a heated situation. I would probably just talk to your partner yourself. I would make sure it's distraction-free at the right time, at the right place. Set your conversation up for success. Don't start with, you did this, you did that. Really make sure put the onus on yourself. So I feel this, I've seen this, what have you noticed? And kind of ask them and be honest. It can be such an awkward conversation, but you want to put it all on the table because you want to protect your relationship as a whole. And then between you and your partner, if there's any way you can make some small tweaks, maybe there's just behaviour that they're not aware of, maybe they're just a bit extra friendly and they're leaning over and put their hand on their arm or something. Maybe we can just rein that in a little bit so we can protect the relationship.
Sorry, Colin. But your partner's going to say, don't be silly, everything's all right. Of course we have a sauna for an hour and a half every second night. That's normal.
Between me and Bob, or whoever.
I'm not having a sauna with Bob. But do you know what I mean? Your partner...
Sophia.
Sophia.
Yes, I think you're right, but also you will gauge the reaction. People sometimes stumble over the words. They're super defensive.
Yeah.
You can tell by having a conversation. Whether you want to know it or not is another thing, but you can tell when you have that conversation whether there's really something going on.
And if it's nothing that your partner would say, "Oh, God, I'm so sorry." Yeah, absolutely, I can see that.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be what you would expect. What are some healthy boundaries to have in place?
So it's really important that we actually talk about this for starters. Most couples, they'll get into a sticky situation, they won't talk about it. And it's important to be super, super clear. So communication, how frequently you're talking, what's acceptable language, nicknames, what's all acceptable there. What's acceptable in terms of spending time together or, affection, that type of thing.
Yeah.
A hug, a hello, sure, that's probably fine. But if we're constantly, being very affectionate, that obviously is a bit of a situation.
You want to be
need to avoid.
timing that hug, I reckon.
Correct.
Good to see you, Laura. Thank you. Great information.
Thanks for having me.
All right.